Next game, I'm looking at Houston at Giants. Houston played it really close with the Philadelphia Eagles on Thursday Night Football. They have, 10 days of rest off of that. Dameon Pierce is looking like a great running back, one of the best running backs in football. If you got him in fantasy football, congratulations. And then they're playing the Giants, who are off a bye week. So it's going to be two teams that, had a lot of time to figure each other out. Obviously, to me, the Giants are playing for a lot more. They're playing for a wild card spot. The Texans are playing for a quarterback, honestly. And so I got Giants at -4.5. I think it opened up at 6. So it looks like some of the sharps are bringing it down to 4.5, and the over-under's at 41. What are your thoughts here?
So teams who lost 4 against the spread covers in a row, or teams on a 3, 4, or 5 game losing streak, and the line is less than or equal to 7, have gone 29-3 on the under this season. Was 4-0 last week. That's that. So I like the under in this game, obviously.
41, that's short.
41.
Very short.
Very
so
short.
you're expecting just goose eggs from both teams.
Goose eggs.
Yeah.
Goose eggs. This is the game nobody freaking scores. That's why 5, I think, is pretty generous. But 85% of the tickets and 93% of the money is on the over. It looks like that's why it drove up from 38.5 to 40.5.
Say that again?
85% of the tickets and 93% of the money on the over here.
Really?
That's why it drove from 38.5 to 40.5.
Why do they think that? That doesn't. I can't even. Know. They're saying,
it's going to be a shootout.
Davis Mills.
It's going to be a shootout in the Meadowlands.
Just pass it. Yeah. And Daniel Jones, he's just going to start throwing darts to, maybe they're assuming OBJ is going to the Giants by tomorrow.
It's going to be a crab steaming. Maybe they're assuming Patrick Mahomes is going to the Giants by tomorrow. So this game looks like it opened at 3 for the Giants. Drove up to 4. Looks like that was probably some initial money. Looking like 45% of the bets are on the Texans, so public's on the Giants, and 61% of the money on the Texans, so the smart money's on the Texans. 5 seems like a lot in that low-scoring game. I like the Texans here for a pretty significant wager.
Interesting. I have no real opinion on this.
Okay.
In the past, I'm ready for a Giants regression, and I'm normally a Texans enjoyer. Like, I was on the Texans on Thursday Night Football. You remember that? I hit their first half at +8 or
Genius.
whatever.
The sharpest move of all time.
Yeah, the sharpest move ever. But obviously, I'm an Eagles hater. I'm in the NFC East. I love my Cowboys right here. So initially, I like the Giants, but not any movement. Like, I wouldn't make a play on it. But if I had to do like a pick'em sort, like if you had a gun to my head, who would I take? I feel like I'd take the Giants. Just kind of what I was saying. They have even more rest. They're off a bye week. They're playing for more. Texans still don't look great, and I just think they're tanking at this point. They don't really have a lot of receivers. Brandon Cooks isn't playing. So to me, the Giants have to win this game. But, yeah.
Giants are also bound to cool off here at some point.
Exactly. I agree with that take entirely. I don't know if they're necessarily going to make the playoffs, but we'll see.